rolling down the street. Because Benson got that lowrider beat. Shining some white chrome gleams, they beat low to the ground. With the 13s on repeat. Hydraulics popping, feel the bounce in the sway. Candy paint dripping, ain't no dull display. Custom rims spin like we cruising all day. They will rise, won't never slide away.
Condenados! Let's go! We from Cali Foss, homie, where the sun don't sleep. Brown pride, clean rides, and the love runs deep. Solid from the jump, never switched our lane. Respecting our code, that's more than a name. Condenados, built from trust, from the concrete up. Yeah, that's us. No fake love, no empty talk, just loyalty every time we walk. Condenados, the bond don't break. We stand tall for the moves we make. From sunrise to that final breath, we ride together, no regrets. From the concrete heat to the ocean wind, we ride together through thick and thin. Respect and honor, that's our name. Condenados stand and we never change. Yeah, you can break the road, you can burn the dust, but you'll never break us. Condenados for life.
Hey, today we're back, Tommy Wheels and Grills, and of course we got Snacks here with us, and today we got the Condenados MC with us today, and we got, who do we got here today?
We got Lou Dog, Condenados.
Big Lou Dog.
Gonzo, Condenados MC.
Thank you guys for coming out here. We appreciate having you out here to our show. We're real excited to have you guys out here so you guys can share a little bit about your club, and then anything else that you have going on in regards to the club life. You know, a lot of people watch these videos because maybe they want to learn more, something might interest them, and this is the perfect opportunity for you to speak to everyone out there.
Appreciate that. Thanks for having us. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Always. So in reality, you know, I go back to high school with Lou. You know, we went to San Gabriel High School together.
Yes.
And back in the old days.
Yeah.
We'll call them the old days.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go back to high school together back in San Gabriel High School. So, and now here we are again, right? Here we are. I don't know how many years later, 30 years, 40 years later. So now I see Lou got his own club. Talk to us, brother. Tell us how you got it started.
Well, actually started with three of us. There's three founders that founded us back in January of a couple of years ago. You know, It was a talk conversation and it just turned into, all right, let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can come about it.
Right.
You know, and just kind of went from there.
Cool. And how'd you guys come up with the name?
Well, one of our guys that's no longer with us, a founder, his name is Mitch. He still hangs around with us. We talk to him every now and then. He had the name from back in the day. It had the picture of our mascot on the back that you guys see in our chalecos.
Right.
And we kind of fabricated a little bit like that, but the name comes from, if you look it up, Condenados, it means convicted or condemned.
Right.
So, I mean, it's either way how you want to look at it, but you know what? It's we just say we're convicted. We're part of something.
Right.
You know, and that's how we look at it.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. It's always good when you have a good meaning behind something.
Definitely.
You know? That's great. What kind of got you into writing? Because even though I know you guys were friends, you know, a lot of people like to hear stories about like, what got you into motorcycles. Because some people wait longer in life to get into them, or some maybe were like into dirt bikes when they're younger and then kind of grew up on. So, what's your story that got you into the motorcycle versus maybe cars or something else?
Well, for me, it was being a young kid, a teenager. Started obviously in a Schwinn bicycle and got into dirt bikes. And dirt bikes was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And then just from there, got into the crotch rocket scene, you know, and kind of progressed from there and got into the Harleys, you know, that was just something that I always loved, being on two wheels and that wind in your face, you know. It's nothing like that wind therapy nowadays, you know.
Exactly.
But as far as Gonzo, what got you into riding?
When I was like 15, I got my first street bike. And then started riding that around for a couple of years. My uncle, he always worked on Harleys, had Harleys. Went with them to Vegas one time for a Vegas run. And ever since that day, I wanted a Harley. So I went and bought one when I was 21 and been riding since.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. I always tell people too, because a lot of people are like, yeah, you ride? I'm like, you know what? It's hard to explain when you're riding, it's like a little bit of freedom. It's also just, I don't know, there's sometimes I don't even think. When I get there, like I'm thinking, but I'm not thinking sometimes. Or sometimes I'm overthinking. It's like
you kind of lose yourself, right?
Right.
Moment.
Yeah. It just depends on your mood. But it's one of the best things I feel like I've ever gotten into. You know, so I definitely I always tell people like once you got on a bike, that's kind of the thing that gets you addicted as well.
Yeah. So you went from street bikes to Harley. So what kind of bike you ride?
Right now I have a 22 Road Glide.
Okay, cool.
So my first Harley was a Softail Deluxe.
Okay.
And went from Bro King and then to where I have now.
Okay.
A little more comfortable,
nice.
you know.
Right. Especially for the long rides.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Gonzo, what are you rolling?
I have a 2019 Street Glide right now. My first bike was a 08 Softail.
Okay.
And had to get a more comfortable white bike.
I think we all started off with Softails.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the biggest thing, especially if you're in a club that actually rides long distance and more comfort.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I noticed about a lot of the bikes that you guys have them really fixed up with like the 21-inch tires.
Yeah.
Is that something that your club is kind of leaning towards, or do you guys prefer more performance or like a combo of like the V-Class style bikes?
I think we have a mixture of both. Yeah. We have a couple of brothers that have performance bikes. A couple of us have the Chicano V-Class style. So yeah, it's a little mixture of both, whatever.
Yeah, they're really nice. That's why when you guys all rolled up, I see the beach bars. I see a lot of,
see a variety.
Like the DJ room.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, the variety.
Yeah.
Good story about me and Gonzo. I mean, I was actually knowing him for about when he first got his first bike.
Okay.
I've known him for a long time too, and we've known each other for a long time. And I think he was a good fit for my VP because he wasn't at the time; he was just a member.
Right.
But the Mitch, the guy I was telling you about, he had to take some family leave, time to take care of things.
Right.
So stepped up Gonzo, and it just now you have a mixture of you have old school with a new school.
Right.
So works
out.
That
works. Yeah, that works out.
Yeah, and I see you guys have a variety, like so different ages coming in your group, and I think that's really nice that you have like the older guys, helping the younger guys develop, as well.
Yeah.
As for men, you know what I mean? Maybe there's some role models that they can talk to.
Definitely.
That's awesome. Some of the events that we've seen you guys go to, different events. That's where I've seen you guys. I know you guys know each other longer, but you're a big supporter of other clubs or like especially the charity events. We see you guys there. How does that play into your group? Is that something that we try to promote the charities as well, besides the riding and the Brotherhood that you guys already have?
Yeah, good question. Well, basically, we're a family club on top of that motorcycle club. So first off, I tell all our guys, if we want to give support to those who support us all the time. Regardless of the point, whatever charity, whatever we can give. Even car shows. We have car shows too. Right. A lot of the car shows have V-Class too.
Exactly.
Motorcycles. So, but, we always support everybody. But in turn, you get that love back.
Right.
That's a great thing about this biker world, this biker community. It's big, but it's small.
Yes.
Everybody knows everybody. And so you get to know somebody, you get to know other people. And, next thing you know, people are reaching out and say, hey, can you come and support our event?
Right.
And hey, yeah, no problem. Here we are.
Right. And you're exactly right. And it's not only in the bike, like you say, it's in the car scene also.
Yeah.
Because it was just me and a couple guys who used to roll, but we'd hit everywhere. LA, we'd be in Long Beach. And when we started doing our own cruise nights, we had people come in showing up saying, hey, bro, you always supported us. We're here for you. And, we had like 300 cars packed in parking lots.
Yeah.
So, that was good. I mean, we got our love back.
Yeah.
We got our love back.
Definitely.
And that's a great camaraderie. Like I said, we always see at different events. I didn't really know who you guys were until I went to your first annual event.
Oh, nice.
And it was great. That street was packed in LA.
Yeah.
It was like under a bridge.
Yeah, under the 6th Street Bridge.
Yeah, vibe, and had like little little alley for vendors.
Yeah.
Man, that was great. And you just seen a bunch of people in different clubs, and everyone was there to support you guys.
Yeah. And you guys were very welcoming, welcoming when we showed up. Big Lou walked us around. Hey, you guys come in, check out the inside, go here, here's this for you, and that was, made us feel good.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. And, we look forward to some more.
Yeah, for sure. So in regards to like your membership and stuff, not necessarily to go too deep in your requirements or anything like that, but, is there like, other chapters that maybe later on down the line you guys want to start? Are you guys trying to stay small? Or, like you said, the Brotherhood is very important. I know sometimes the family clubs.
Yeah.
But sometimes too big is not also good.
Yeah.
Is there any like outlook or like a future plan that you guys have for your club? Or?
Definitely. Obviously right now we're starting as one whole. As being part of a club, you definitely want to grow. Right. But I always tell my VP, I want quality, not quantity.
Exactly.
And, but it's definitely something to look forward to if we get bigger.
Right.
That's, definitely in the books for that. But I would love to grow. But like I said, we want to have good brothers.
Right.
Good supporters, good family members, that goes hand in hand because, when that all that combined together, it just
Turns into
shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
So once you got everything together, exactly, you have the time to go. That's why, as far as what you asked about, what goes as far as getting in the club and things like that, we take a real look into guys that are referred, come in, whatever the case may be, and just get a feel for them. I always tell them, hang around.
Hang around. Dude. That's the biggest part.
Yeah.
Right. Make sure you want to be part of it.
Yeah.
Hang around first. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I go, what about my wife and kids? Bring them too.
Exactly.
When we have an event, you're more than welcome. So most importantly, you want to make sure the wives get along, right?
Exactly. Right.
So, bring the wife down.
And they're having fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And they get along and, then I think that makes the ball roll. Once you get that, then,
it's like you're creating your own community, a little community amongst yourself. And that's great.
Yeah.
And also, too, it helps them look forward. So if one maybe member is something's going on, it's like the wife's still motivated. Come on, I want to go see my friends this Saturday. Let's go get ready,
Yeah.
And then that happens now. I think a lot of people are working a lot, and it's good that if the couples have common interests, the same thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Push each other like, come on, let's go. It's time to go.
For sure.
That's awesome. Sure. Yeah, I see you brought out the family here, and I think that's wonderful that you guys have everyone with that same idea. Because if it was something, maybe the wives wouldn't want to be involved. Something. So you guys have something good going on because it's the whole family that's involved.
Right. And a lot of wives came out.
Yeah.
A lot of wives came out, and everybody's having a good time. It looks like from here so far, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
So going into your future, I know we talked a little bit about your past in regards to how you guys know each other, and I think that's awesome that you guys are still remaining friends.
Yeah, right.
For so many years, very few people have friends from 20 years or I don't want to say 30, but 20 plus.
Yeah.
But what do you guys have is for your future? What's your outlook for your club or any special events that you have going on that you have an opportunity to share with everybody? And
Sure. Well, as far as our club, we obviously, like I said, looking to grow, obviously, down the line. But we do events ourselves as well. We try not to do so many because we want to focus more on riding rather than events all the time. But we probably have about maybe 3 events out of the year.
Oh, great.
So our next big event is coming up January of 2026. We don't have a date yet, but that's our 2-year anniversary.
Oh, great.
So we're excited about that.
Party.
Yeah, it'd be a good party. And then we got one in March.
In March, we're going to help a baseball team get a Cooperstown. We're going to have a fundraiser for that.
Oh, that's cool.
So
help them get to Cooperstown. That should be March 2026.
Okay. For your son, right?
For my son. My son does play on that team as well.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah.
Other boys want to go to New York, so
we're definitely gonna, get that ball rolling as well.
All right, cool.
Get back to the community a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know. We'll definitely help you, with that as well.
Great.
That's anyone that comes in and joins us, or even people that help us, same idea. If it's kind of like you share our stuff, we share your stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how you kind of create this friendship and community that we've been walking around lately. There's people that I don't even know, and they come up to me and they're like, "Hey, I've seen you," and that's what I think I like about this too, is that, it's growing, right? You're growing, you're getting your name out there as well, because it's going to be your 2nd anniversary. So, a lot of people are starting to pick up who you are, and I think that's going to be great to have all these events.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
That's awesome.
Right? Okay, so every club has challenges, cars, bikes, and did you guys have any challenges, and how did you guys overcome any of them?
Well, I'd say originally one of our founders, who's no longer with us, as I mentioned that was a challenge, and I say that because he was a founder.
Okay.
There's 3 of us. Mark's not here right now, but I mean, losing Mitch was kind of shock to some of us, and not because he wanted to put work and family first, which is part of our model,
right?
But I think it had to get more in depth because he had some more things going on that we didn't know about.
Okay.
You know, and we understood. We understood, and we gave him the time away. And I think it affected us all as a whole.
Okay.
Because we were close. We're all close.
Right.
We're all brothers. Being the president of the club.
Right.
You know, and I got to take care of them like I know they take care of me. So, and I think that it affected us in a way that, you know, we're in shock.
Right.
You know, but to this day, he's still a friend of ours. He rides with us every once in a while. And, you
Still
know,
calls, checks in on us.
you know,
cool.
He keeps in tabs, and if we have something, we invite him,
Right.
him and his family too.
Right.
You know, so yeah, and I think that was a great way to overcome it because we still have a friendship bond with him.
Right.
You know, even though he's not with us, but we still consider him a founder. You know, and give him that respect.
Great.
You know,
That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you guys are like that because, you know, some people's perception, again, is always what they see on TV.
Yeah.
Right? Those
Yeah.
documentaries that are, I mean, I don't know. I'm very, you know, put my full hat on regarding some stuff that I see, right?
yeah,
But, you know, really, you guys are very approachable. You know, like I said, when I met you guys at the event, again, you're very welcoming and so on. So I think this is a great thing to learn people that maybe don't have that idea of like the biker community.
yeah,
Because the biker community kind of varies in different directions, right? Like, so the sports bikes, and then the sports bikes have like their MCs, as well as, you know, the cruiser style, Harley style bikes.
Yeah.
So it's good to kind of get like a little dip in to see what you guys are doing.
sure,
You know, and I'm glad you were able to speak on that. And you know, there is difficulties in running a club that are obviously bigger in some situations, but I'm glad you're able to share a little bit of that.
yeah,
Because stuff like that does happen. People think it's all crime stories and you know, like gun running and, you know,
yeah,
but that's a
Right.
lot of that's fabricated for TV, but there's a lot of clubs out there that maybe are doing like the family style clubs and just want to have an outlet for their members.
yeah.
You know, riding, like I said, going on a long trip, that's kind of like so fun, especially when you have a good group to do it.
Most definitely, most definitely.
And all the wives go, kids
Yeah.
tag along in the cars. And
Yeah.
just
Right. Like
wherever
today,
we go, it's a good.
I know normally we'd have a couple people here, you know what I mean? But when Lou hit me up and we said, hey, you know what? Cool. Bring the family, bring everybody out, and let's try something different today.
I appreciate
And just so
that.
we can see that, you know,
Thank
and
you.
we do
Thank
see
you.
that. We do see a family oriented club right now. You know, kids are having a great time. So,
Yeah.
yeah. We appreciate you guys for coming out.
Thanks for having
for
us,
having
man.
us.
Thanks for having us.
And is there anything else that you wanted to announce or bring up as well?
Yeah. Thanks for asking. I know I mentioned earlier about our 2-year anniversary coming up in January. Gonzo and I would like to invite you guys over as special guests to help us get that started and get rolling and
Cool.
film or do whatever you can do. Obviously, your families are more than welcome to come and help us celebrate that milestone with us.
Hey, we appreciate that.
Yeah,
We
great.
totally
All
appreciate
All right,
that, man.
cool. All right.
We're gonna
Salud.
get
Cheers.
back there.
Cheers.
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 Let's go see what's on the grill.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go to the grill. I'm starving.
Grills and grills, rolling down the street. Vickers Benson got that low ride beat. Shining some white chrome gleams, they beat low to the ground with the 13s on repeat. Hydraulics popping, feel the bounce in the sway. Candy paint dripping, ain't no dull display. Custom rims skin like we cruising all day. They will rise, won't never slide away. Old school vibe took the mind finesse. We'll spark like diamonds, man, we gotta confess. From the east to the west, we'll be kings of the set. No rider lifestyle, you ain't seen that yet. Grills and grills.